Hey there, crew. It's Allie, and welcome back to This Old Kit. We're going to be looking at and dusting off the high-grade Victory 2 Gundam tonight. I say tonight because I'm recording this much later than I typically would be. However, we are here nonetheless. Freshly back from Otakon, I was trying to figure out what would be a good kit to kind of get back into things with. And honestly, this particular kit here, I built this kit in 2014. It was still fairly new at the time. And looking back on it, the week that I was building this kit, and just that generalized time frame, it was during the summer. Early spring? It was spring into summer, I want to say. And it ended up being, like, I would say one of the more pivotal, like, parts, changes, what have you, life events for me. It was a major life change moment for me. And just a ton of stuff happened that year. A ton of stuff happened that year. And looking back on it, I remember sitting down, building this kit quietly. I was visiting someone at the time up in the mountains, and they had to step out for a bit. So over the weekend, I was just working on this little fella. I didn't really have all my tools. I just had basic nippers, I had my cutters, and I had some sanding sponges. And we got the job done. I still remember very much enjoying the build of this kit. However, mine's a little strange. Mine's a little funky. From the day I built this kit, mine has had an issue where it is very, very easy for it to separate at the waist. And everyone else I've talked to who's built this kit, and everyone else, or well, every other time I've seen this kit, it has not had this issue. So I'm not quite sure why mine pops in half so easily. It's not a big deal though. Like, it only does that if I like try to put a little bit of light pressure on it. It definitely does pop apart though, much more than some of my other kits. I don't think it detracts from it though. It's still a very, very solid kit. I need to get the standard Victory 1 into the old backlog, because I actually really do like the Victory Gundams. I don't really have anything on hand right now to do a size comparison, but this one's tiny. It's a very small high grade, because the Victory is a very small Gundam. I like the colors though. It doesn't come with like an absurd amount of stickers. Like, there are some back here where you would put, like, the Wings of Light. I don't have those, but the connection points are all there. These are 2 big stickers. I might take them out and paint them one day. And I've got, like, all of its extra parts. I think they're sorted up somewhere in one of my parts bins. I need to find them because I want to get the energy shield on. I want to get the beam sabers and stuff. But overall, though, it's a pretty good high grade. The butt skirt here is pretty solid in place, so like that is going to hamper the leg movement a bit. And that is something you got to watch out for. But like in the grand scheme of things, for a high grade, not too bad, all things considered. Now, I'm noticing with like the passage of time, oh, what's happened here? Hold on. I actually need to pop them apart right now. For some reason, the leg is fighting me ever so slightly. Okay, it's come out of the polycap there. Let's see if we can get that to go back in. Yeah, looks like it goes in down there. I think I overextended the leg. I think that's what I did. Yeah. Okay. I bent the leg a little bit too far, I think. Maybe not even necessarily too far. It's just the way I did bend it. It kind of plucked it from the polycap in there. And I'm having a hard time getting it in purely because I'm looking through the phone recording as I'm doing this. So let's see if we can get that to go back in. Normally I would edit this out, but I think for funsies, I'll just keep it in. Interesting. Wait, did I? No, this is installed properly. Okay. Yeah, this is an exciting episode. So I'm being very careful because I don't want to break the front skirt. That would be bad. That would be bad, and that would be a sad time. But I am definitely struggling to get this back in the polycap, and it's definitely a user error thing. It's definitely me as the user that's kind of struggling to get this back in right now. That's interesting, though. Yeah, because, like, when this whole knee bends here, it has, like, a lot of movement going on. And I'm just wondering to myself, did I not build this properly? That could be a very likely possibility. Okay, let's see if that will then slot back in. Maybe I just need to take the leggy off. I've never actually had this happen with this kit before. This has never happened before, so this is interesting that we can catch it on camera. The polycap still looks good, I think. Okay, there we go. All right. I just had to take it off of the waist. I was just having a hard time with it. A wee little bit. Okay, so I think it's assembled correctly. Yeah, you just gotta be a little bit careful, I guess, because this leg does have a lot of movement going on, so sometimes it can, like, press up against itself. I will check the manual, though, just to see. But outside of that, yeah. We'll just pop it, like, back in like so. Yeah, I record all these on my phone, so sometimes I'm looking through my phone screen while trying to put this back together, and it kind of messes with you a bit because the FPS is a little bit different. But that's okay. Somehow this video went a little more ASMR-y, more so than intended. But that's okay. For those of you who may have missed our stream, I was at Otakon over the weekend as of recording this. It was the weekend of end of July into August 1st. Otakon was a good time. On our stream, a little bit of a way in, we showed off our Otakon hauls, the kits that we got. How is this thing looking dust-wise? I think we've done a really good job. The shoulders are still a little bit dusty. And up here behind the head's a little bit dusty. I love trying to get into these little nooks and crannies here. Overall, though, despite my fumbling with the kit's legs, the Victory 2 high grade was a very fun build. And it is it comes with separate parts for the core fighter, because this is just a plug-on backpack. There's no actual core fighter in there. So what you can do is you just build the whole separate flying core fighter separately. So it's one of those. So one thing I need to do with this, I won't do it here, but I need to repanel this, because you can see as time has gone on, because that's 12 years now, all the panel lining is faded. So I'm going to redo it. I'm going to get some gray. I might do brown. I don't know. I like mixing my panel line colors now. So we'll see where that ends up taking us. But I want to do another once over on this kit, just to make sure I've got it as well dusted as I can for the moment. This is a nice way to get the dust off the kits. And you can see in the back here, it's got some remnants of some old ink stain in it. These are some big seam lines that go down the legs, but you can treat them like panel lines if you want. That's kind of what I did. I might go back, disassemble it, and do seam line removal on that at some point. That could be fun to do. I'm playing with the other leg real quick. I'm just seeing if I can replicate. Yeah. No, it's not popping out. It's when you bring the leg back up that you might want to like hold it at the knee a little bit just so the knee doesn't separate, and it might keep it from like popping apart. So fun fact, this was the first kit where I actually like separated the front skirts, because I had never done that with my high grades until I started this. And from basically this kit on out, I have done the old split where I can, and it's worked out pretty well. But yeah, this is the high grade Victory 2 Gundam. Once again, very much enjoyed the build. I can't wait to get my hands on a Victory one. I would like to get my hands on the Hexa, the one that doesn't have the V-fin. I just think when you get a Gundam without a V-fin, it's really, really cool. It's like really cool. But yeah, this one's got, I mean, it's a polycat bend, but I mean, this thing can look up pretty far for what it's worth. You do get that little gap under there, but that's okay. Thank you for joining me on this little rant. I know I'm a little all over the place tonight. It is a bit later than usual for me, though, and I am very, very tired. So do look forward to more videos in the future, more live streams. Trying to get more consistent on that. The last few months have been rough. My name has been Ali. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your time zone, and I will catch you in the next video.